Hi, I'm Karen Brenger. I'm going to share how to use the virtual color analysis frames. I'm going to share with you the simplest system, which is PowerPoint. I have already created a PowerPoint slide master that you can use. So if I show you, we go to View and Slide Master, and you can see all the slide options here, all the layout options. And you can go into the slide master and put your logo in and customize it. You can change anything you want in the slide master, but I've set it up pretty much to use for doing a virtual color analysis. So let's go back to View and Normal. So on your title page, of course, you can put your client's name, your name. Again, on the master, you might already have your logo. You can make any changes you like to this. When we start the actual presentation or doing the virtual layouts, here is a layout that I use. And the way to find it is you click on layout and you can see all the options here. I'm using the one called comparison pictures because I want to compare pictures. And then down the sides here, you can put what it is that you're comparing. For example, here I could make this one cool. And this particular slide, I can make a warm color so that I can compare the person between cool and warm to start with. The first step is to get the pictures. I need to first modify the photo so that it fits nicely into these squares. What I'm going to do, I found out this is an easy way for me to do it, is I insert a new slide. I go to layout and I just use the blank, just because I have a nice blank slate then that I can make the picture the size that I want here, and then I can just copy and paste it to wherever I want it. So Michelle has given me permission to use her picture for when I do virtual color analysis. So I'm going to click Insert, and then Picture. And there's Michelle's picture right there. I insert the picture. Now I want to crop it and I want to adjust it so that it's easier to use in the PowerPoint. One of the things I want to do is make sure that her face is centered on the slide. So I'm moving it down a little bit like that. Up here, you'll see there's a crop symbol. So I click on crop and then I can move these in wherever I want. I want to move in kind of tight on her this way and move it to both sides. I want to make sure her face is pretty much in the center. I want a little bit more space on top of her face because I want just as much space above her forehead as below her chin. I can adjust it however I want this way. So let's just shorten it a bit here. And I can see from the sides here how big I'm making it. I think I might like to bring it in just a bit more on the sides. As long as the middle of her face is still really centered, and I can tell by where that is, the black line there, if it's centered. So I think that's pretty good. Her face is in the center vertically and horizontally. So I click crop, and there we have it. Now I'm going to right click and copy. And then I'm going to go to my slide that I had here before, and I'm going to right click inside here because it says click on the icon to add the picture. And I want to paste the picture. So there's Michelle, and she takes up the entire box. Now I can do the same over here, right click and click paste the picture. I would recommend, however many PowerPoint slides you're going to be using, to just put the picture on every single one first. So a really easy way to do it is just click on the slide and click duplicate slide, duplicate slide, duplicate slide, and make as many as you want. And we can still keep the blank slide that has her original picture on just in case we want to make any changes. Okay, so let's go back here. We've got cool and warm. So now we want to put the cool frame on one and the warm frame on the other. We go to Insert and we click on Picture, and now we go to where the frames are and we click on the cool and Insert. And we just move it around to wherever we want. So I'll move it in there and I'll make it longer and bring it up higher this way, so that now her face is pretty much in the center of the frame. So that's the cool. Now we do it again for this picture. We click on Insert, Picture, and now we pick up the warm frame, Insert, and there it is. And now we do the same thing. We can adjust it, move it around, get it to the right size. And you see how you want to make sure the person's original picture is small enough so that you're not covering up the words here, because you want your client to be able to see the words. That's pretty much even now. Then we go to the next frame. In these frames, we want to do the season. So if we've seen the cool and warm here, we can see the cool is much better for Michelle. So now we can do the same. We can change these names, and let's do winter and change this one to summer because those are the two cool seasons. Okay, so now we do the same thing. We click on there, click insert, picture, and winter, and insert. And we do the same thing and get it all adjusted and a little bit more even. And there we have the winter frame. And now we do the summer. So insert, picture, summer, insert, and we're good for this side. That's how you use the frames. And then for the next frames, you could do the flows. You just do as many comparisons as you want on your slideshow. Once you're finished everything, you can save it with the person's name and simply email it to them. That's how we use the PowerPoint frames.